All right, it looks like we're live, and my little model decided to go all haywire. Just a second. There we go. Okay, hello, Chatzu here, author of the Trilateral Realms book universe. The links to all this will be in the description. Hold on a second. My little headphones decided right at the moment I go live that the one that I had in was going to die, so I had to switch that out. But hello and welcome to the inaugural episode of Chatsu's Corner Live. This is a series I did a while back where I basically just talked about random subjects and figured, you know what, I'm terrible at video game live streaming, so why not bring this back? Something where all I really have to do is talk and I can actually concentrate on what the hell I'm doing. And I am, of course, once again using Rumble Studios. And for my little YouTube model here, you can see I'm using 3teen. You technically shouldn't be able to see that, but little pet peeve about Rumble Studios. Okay, there's a lot of pet peeves. This UI is absolutely atrocious. But guys, come on, basic features. Why is there no crop function? If there is, you have buried it somehow. I honestly, the way I've been looking, I don't think it exists. But I was able to do this. I at least found out how to get the little sidebar things to not automatically show up. But yeah, a little update. I'm working on which chapter am I? I think I'm working on chapter 6 of my latest book, In the House of Cranes, which is the first book in the Midnight Falls series. It's releasing on Substack. Links to all this stuff will be in the description, um, depending on where you are. If you're on Rumble or YouTube, it should automatically be in the description. I do not know how that description thing works on Twitter, but I'm also streaming there. Yes, I'm still calling it Twitter. I don't even care. But yeah, so yeah, links will always be in there. And basically, a little update on that. I had decided to completely rewrite chapter 6 because I'm looking through it and I had clearly rushed it when I was writing it before, and the pacing was absolutely abysmal. I mean, I know some people have come to me, they like the fast paced method that I write in, but I do know the difference between fast paced and fast forward. And that's what I was doing there. I was just, all right, let's get this chapter done. Yeah, I imagine it's going to be much longer, like the entire section um, that I had written. It was like one paragraph to do like a whole bunch of things and get the characters to a specific place that I wanted them to be at that specific time. And I finished rewriting that part. And I'm about to go into like the main part of the chapter. Yeah, now that took up about a page and a half. So that slowed down the pacing considerably. But it's still going to be a very fast read, the entire book as a whole, and I cannot wait to get that out there. I can't wait to start working on the trailer, which got some exciting news as far as that goes. But I will save that for another time. My plan with this series is to do one of these at least once a week. I'm not going to have a set schedule at the moment until I can figure out what I could potentially make that schedule. Plus, life happens, so you got to take that into account. And yeah, that's pretty much as far as all the that kind of stuff out of the way. But yeah, at least once a week, maybe more. We'll see how it goes. You know me. Oh, sorry, this thing is really loud. I gotta get some WD-40 on it. A little microphone arm that I'm moving. But yeah, let's move on to the one and only topic that I can think of today, which is the reason why I decided to start this today and not earlier. Funimation is shutting down as of today. The whole like online thing that they were doing, I never used their streaming service, but very familiar as a connoisseur of anime. Um, in regards to Funimation, who they are in general. Honestly, I never like super hardcore followed a lot of this stuff, so a lot of this is going to be some basic normie kind of takes here from me. Um, I got a lot of nostalgia for them now, as far as the current state that they were at just before this shutdown, which I don't know if it's like already happened or if it's happening sometime today. once again, don't really follow it that well, but yeah, I saw all the news about, today's the day, and shoot, where was I going with that? Brain function. But yeah, my feelings towards them at the end there were very much a don't let the door hit you on the way out. That's for a variety of reasons, but I definitely don't want to be a drama channel, so I am not going to go into that. Um, but if you look back through some of my videos, you can probably my videos from like a couple of years ago anyway. You can probably put some things together there. Um, but anyway, yeah, I just want to go over basically some of my thoughts overall. Let me actually bring up something here. Is this gonna... Okay. Good. It sticks to the... Hold on a second. I should have pulled this up originally, but we're working out the kinks here in this inaugural episode. Funimation. I'm gonna pull up their oh, I could just use that. I was gonna pull up their Wikipedia just to get a general overview, although, always take Wikipedia with a grain of salt. Or a hard stopping amount in the case of Wikipedia. But anyway, I'm getting this little side blurb when I pull it up on Google here. It was apparently founded in 1994 in Fort Worth. I knew it was Texas. I didn't know it was Fort Worth, though. But yeah. Oh, a little thing here saying formerly Funimation now. I don't even know what that is. Was that their streaming service, or was that just another name that they went by? Heck, let me pull up the actual Wikipedia. Oh, here we go. Okay, their headquarters was at least in Copel, Texas, but they have essentially merged with Crunchyroll. Or I think Crunchyroll bought them or something along those lines. But anyway, it's a part of Crunchyroll now, in any case. And yeah, until the actual... Well, and I guess it's just like the service. I think the name might also just be completely gone now as a result of this. But no, I used to watch a lot of their stuff on like Toonami back in the day. Although they were working with other companies. I think they used to be like the distributors or like a production company of some sort. Once again, don't really know or care much about the details really, but I know they worked with groups like Ocean, like the group that did the original dub of Dragon Ball Z, the English dub over here in America. Anyway, but so yeah, I think I started watching Dragon Ball in or Dragon Ball Z. I mean, it's all the same series. Dragon Ball Z is just a part of Dragon Ball. It's just one of those marketing things for the second, what was supposed to be second half of the series, but wound up being way more than that. But yeah, I started watching it in junior high. I was one of those people, and I know there were quite a few people who were like this when I first, discovered like the Dragon Ball franchise. I absolutely hated it. I did not like it at all. Yeah, I mean, I was a hater. And what can I say? I mean, it's just one of those facts of life. You know what I mean? I'll admit that. And it wasn't until I started making some friends in junior high, and they started introducing me to some stuff, and I wound up getting this. It was like a coloring and activity book. I don't remember which exact one that it was. I've a couple of times gone to like eBay and stuff and tried to look up which one it was, but I could never really nail down which one was it that I had. But I remember that got thrown away, which made me sad. Not going to go into the details of what happened there, but yeah, and then I wound up getting this little magazine. It was the Beckett collector thing. Anybody remember those? You're probably old enough to remember those. Anybody old enough to remember when Toonami had Moltar? I do. Oh, that is how old Chatzu is. That is how old. This is why my hoodie is gray. That was a conscious choice when I decided to buy a hoodie specifically for this Chatzu character. I decided to buy a gray one. And actually, I should probably update this model because the actual hoodie I have in real life is quite a bit darker than that, and the air conditioner just came on. Hopefully, that doesn't affect the sound too much. But yeah, uh, I forget which. It was like the Beckett Quarterly #1 or something like that was the one that I got. I wound up getting a few more. I don't remember which ones though. One of them was like a Dragon Ball GT issue. Shoot, this is probably just going to wind up me talking about Dragon Ball because it's been just over a month now since Toriyama died. R.I.P. You absolute legend. So yeah, I might as well just go ahead and go into that spill. I've been meaning to make a video about that for a while now. Shoot, now that I think about it, I probably should have done I had like a background ready for when I did that video. I don't really know how to do it right now, but it was like Goku's house, and I figured I could have that in the background while I had me in front of it. But we're doing this live. We're figuring this out. We're stumbling through it. We're making progress here. And but I lost that original magazine. I wound up buying it again recently when I still had a little bit of money to spare, along with the first Shonen Jump that I ever bought. Which actually, let me grab that real quick. I will be right back. I'll be in the background in a second. Got it. Okay, I'm holding it in my hand right now. It was the June 2004. It's got the main character from Shaman King on the cover, like a yellow background. Issue number 18, it looks like. But that was the first. I think I want to say I saw it at like Walmart or something, and I picked it up. And the chapters that it has, as far as Dragon Ball Z goes, when does it start? Yeah, Vegeta, Super Saiyan fighting Perfect Cell, and I don't think it goes into. Okay. How far does this go? Okay, he goes into Trunks doing his little buff Saiyan form, and that's where it ends. But yeah, I just through that Beckett magazine, I just wound up reading a whole bunch of things. There were a lot of like character profiles, and this whole thing talking about it was like the VHS tapes. God, I miss VHS. Although DVD is very convenient. And yes, I still get, when I can afford to, I'm still going to be getting DVDs. And yeah, I actually bought a lot of mostly Boo Saga stuff on VHS. There was just a whole sale going on at Walmart at the time, and I bought a bunch of those, and that's mostly how I know the Boo Saga, which is just broken up in that regard. And I just recently decided to read through all of Dragon Ball, all 42 volumes, Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. I physically have all but the second volume of the smaller editions, although volume 10 of Dragon Ball it's this weird, like, taller white book as opposed to the red colored ones. If you look these up on eBay, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. But yeah, there was like a different set, or a different variant. It's like slightly bigger than the normal manga volumes that you'll typically find. And but I lost during a move Volume 2 of Dragon Ball Z. So I kind of had to look that one up digitally when I was doing that reading. I mean, technically, I do have that because I've got all of the Viz Big editions, but those are in storage right now. And at the first opportunity to do so, I want to get those out of storage. Probably a bad idea. They are probably in horrible condition right now, just as a result of doing that. Because I didn't realize, oh, hey, these are books. This is a really bad idea to keep them in there like that. So yeah, I am not looking forward to what they look like afterwards. Although those versions have some like censoring going on, which I'm not a big fan of. That's an understatement. Hello, um, Moss the Oak Tree. Sorry, I've got the chat over on this little window on my laptop, which is off to the side here, so I can barely read some of that. But yeah, just on here for the next little bit. I guess yeah, I'll just talk about Dragon Ball Z for the rest of this time. This is why I put planned topics in the description, because if I wind up going on other topics and other tangents and stuff, I'm just going to keep going. That's kind of why I wanted to do this in the first place, because when I'm playing video games, I am like, no matter how much I'm trying to just zone out and concentrate on talking and entertaining people, it's very hard for me, and it makes the actual act of playing the game less enjoyable. So I'm probably going to wind up just playing the rest of Chrono Trigger off stream. I'm still going to keep a save just in case I want to try it again, do something with that. But in the meantime, that's what I'm going to do. And let me just here, I'm starting to slip down in my chair. Which I'm glad this chair is probably going to last me a while, because I kind of overcompensated because I was losing weight when I bought it. Heck, let me go on a little side tangent about my weight loss journey. I should probably do like some kind of like a video in costume at some point, because you can actually see in the costume, if you've seen any of my earlier videos, where you can see even through the costume how much weight I've lost. In February of 2022, I was diagnosed with diabetes. I weighed 386 pounds at that time. I was doing horribly, and I was basically told by a doctor, like, if you continue to eat sugar of any kind, you're going to die, and you're going to die soon. They just straight up came out and said it. Like, I don't think you realize just how bad of a state you're in. And I didn't think I was doing horribly until I, finally looked back. I'm like, oh my God, look at how much weight I've put on. Because it happened so gradually. It happened over time. And when it happens gradually over time, you don't start to realize how bad you've gotten. But I looked at some like older pictures and everything, and then I started going. My diet, I just try to keep it as simple as I possibly can, just so that I can stick with it. I found out about like carbs, and I just started cutting out as many carbs as I could, and all sugar at all if possible. I think the only amount of sugar that I have right now are like some trace amounts from like a little sauce that I drizzle on my eggs every morning, which I'm about to run out, and I don't think I'm going to buy any more after that. But oh man, yeah, but my breakfast basically consists, or well, I only eat once a day now. I was at first eating twice a day. It was bacon and eggs, and chicken and green beans, and put like hot sauce and stuff like that. Just anything that was low carb on there. And I'm down to one meal a day, just a bunch of eggs and some breakfast sausage, because that's not as healthy as bacon. It is cheaper right now. So that's kind of what I'm doing. And Yeah, last time I checked, I was 210 pounds. And that is in a little over 2 years. Which you kind of want to lose weight at a somewhat slow pace just because of um, loose skin. Let your body kind of adjust. By the way, nothing I'm saying out in here is medical advice, just for the record, just to get that out of the way. It's just, I'm just telling you what I've done. Um, Although I would highly recommend it. Although, I mean, if I had more money, I'd probably be eating twice a day, but I'm on a very, very, very tight budget, so. And occasionally I still do have bacon, but it's more of a luxury at the moment. But yeah. Also, like I said, I had been diagnosed with diabetes in 2022. I don't know at what point it happened, but I completely reversed it, just completely. And I've just lost so much weight, and I have shared before and after thing. I probably need to do like an updated thing on Twitter, like a little picture, a little side by side with how fat I used to be, and then how nowhere near as fat as I am now. Although I'm absolutely gonna just I might go like full like fangirl squee the moment I see a 1 at the beginning of that number on the scale. It's been it's been 87 years. Uh, no, actually, for the longest time, I was super skinny. I was really, 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 really skinny. And then sometime in high school, I just started bloating out, and I just grew and grew and grew ever since. And now finally, I'm shrinking back down. Hopefully, at some point, I will actually, somewhat resemble this VTube model. I do have my neck back, which is really nice. That's always fun. But um, so yeah, getting back to Dragon Ball. What should I say about this? I had gotten the VHSs. Like the first DVD I ever bought for myself was Broly, the Legendary Super Saiyan. Like a little fun story about that. I actually went to have it signed at the second ever convention I went to by Vic Mignogna. And I remember this was around the time where I don't remember what the year was. I mean, I could probably figure it out at some point if anyone wants to know. But this was around the time where Full Metal Alchemist, like the original version, was like really big, and that was like the giant thing, and that's what they were promoting. So when I go to hand Vic Mignogna a DVD, the look on his face clearly said he was expecting Full Metal Alchemist, and this was during his "oh my god, I hate voicing Broly because of my vocal cords" phase. So, like, for just a moment, there was this look that flashed on his face, and then he quickly realized what he's doing. He just like smiled up and everything, and it looked like a genuine smile. I caught him off guard, and he signed it, and I still have that DVD. Yeah, I've got all the Dragon Ball Z movies on DVD. I've got the Orange Bricks. I think I only have 4 of the Dragon Box releases. I wish I had gotten all 7, especially considering what they go for now. And I wouldn't want to sell them. I would just want to have them because that is still, as far as I'm concerned, the best release there's ever been. And I guess I can say without getting too drama-y, one of those reasons why I'm like, yeah, okay, sayonara, Funimation. All you had to do was just release that Dragon Box footage in a cheaper set and make that the release from now on. Do whatever kind of upscaling to it you need to do. hell, just putting it on Blu-ray would have helped out the picture a little bit, but it's still the best picture and audio we have had in any release. And it's long since out of print and super expensive to collect. And it didn't need to be this way. It did not need to be like that. Or like this. I don't have Dragon Ball on Blu-ray, and unless there is a good release, I doubt I ever will. I hear they did do some fixes to the current Blu-ray sets that are out there. The cropping is less atrocious than those orange bricks, but I'm still kind of, I've got, through absolutely legal means, the full footage of the Dragon Box releases, and I can watch those anytime I want. So it's not like I'm hurting for that as a physical release right now. But yeah, but they did do the blue boxes for Dragon Ball, and those, from what I remember, I need to actually pull them out and check them and see just how good it actually looks. And then they had the green boxes for Dragon Ball GT. I don't have any of Dragon Ball Super. I haven't actually been able to afford collecting physical media in quite a while now. So anything more recent is very much a low priority. Well, it literally can't be a priority for me right now. Buy my books. I should also mention, while I'm at that, on my Substack, if you subscribe to it, I believe it's like $5 a month or $50 for a year. Not only can you read all of my first book, Tales from the Trilateral Realms, it's a collection of 8 short stories, and all 8 short stories are on Substack. 4 of them are behind a paywall. And the prologue and first 2 chapters of In the House of Cranes are available. And as I'm releasing each chapter of In the House of Cranes past that, each one of those is behind that paywall too. And basically, as I come out with more and more books, the value of that is going to go up and up and up and up and up, because I'm putting everything on there. So that's going to be a benefit to that. I mean, if you don't think it's that much of a benefit to pay for at the moment, I completely understand. Just make sure to grab it when it comes out on Kindle. Tales from the Trilateral Realms, actually, I was able to do a physical release. It's going to be a while before I can actually afford to do that again, or be able to put the time into it, because I really need to get some books out. Oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait for y'all to start reading these Trilateral Realms stories, because I have this entire 100-book saga with multiple series with multiple characters ready to go. Oh, hey, all right, Snow, how you doing? You're catching my inaugural episode here of shoot, what did I call this? Chatzu's Corner Live. Oh, I'm excited for the book too. Like I mentioned earlier, yeah, I'm rewriting chapter 6 because, God, the pacing. I'm reading it and I was having trouble reading my own stuff, and usually I can just plow right through it. I'm like, okay, and I still, once I'm done with chapters, I need to go back and reread it and make sure that I did actually fix the pacing and didn't create all new problems. Yes, I'm jazzed too. There was actually a while I'm on this topic. Oh, God, I need a WD-40 this microphone arm. Anyway, the next book that's coming out after In the House of Cranes is not going to be. Okay, this is the plan, at least. It's not going to be Midnight Falls Book 2 immediately. Instead, it is going to be it's sort of like a companion series. It doesn't directly connect or anything, but it's just going to be a series running alongside Midnight Falls. And I have been trying to get a short story associated with that series into Anvil Magazine. But what I'm probably going to wind up doing, since I want this short story to come out before that next book does, I'm going to look at where I am at that point, and if I'm close enough to really getting the first book in that series out, I might just release that short story, and maybe if I have time, I'll try to write another story for Anvil magazine. We shall see how that goes. Things are always in flux, but yeah, that's that. And I don't really think, without planning something specific out, I have too much more to say on the Dragon Ball front. Just, once again, R.I.P. Toriyama. It's been 1 month and it still hurts, man. Dude was a legend. But yeah, so yeah, I was only planning to go around 30 minutes, and it looks like that's what we're at. And man, I'm amazed that I was able to just solidly talk for that entire thing. Yes, yeah, Anvil. I still have to read the first two. Like, I have the first two. I'm like basically completely out of money, so I can't continue to buy them right now. But eventually, I'm hoping to. Yeah, my plans are always in flux. Like I said, I'm going to try to do at least one of these a week, if not more. If there's some like major news story or something like that that I really want to talk about, maybe I'll do something like that. But until then, I'm surprised that I was able to just continually go on like that. Because if you ever watch my video game streams, there will be these long periods of silence where I am just completely I just zip it for long periods of time while I go into full concentration mode. But yeah, I was able to do a full solid over 30 minutes, and I'm proud of myself, except for that little moment where I got up to get this Shonen Jump over here. But anyway, that's going to be that. I will see if there's any more kinks that I can work out, like not showing the little top of 3 teen next time, hopefully. I don't know. Yes, thank you, RH. No, thank you. And with that, I bid you adieu. This is Chatzu signing out.